Most leg programs after 40 look like a part-time job. 6 exercises, fancy machines, endless sets, and somehow you leave with less energy than when you arrived. Meanwhile, your knees are filing complaints, and your lower back is planning an early retirement. I do things differently. I use only 3 exercises, twice a week, to train everything from the hips to the calves. More muscle, more strength, better joint protection, less wasted time. Sounds too simple? Good. In this video, I will show you exactly how it works. Subscribe. Let's start with the first exercise. And honestly, if I could keep only one lower body movement for life, step up would be near the top of the list. Why? Because it looks exactly like something you already do every day. Climbing stairs, getting onto a curb, walking up a hill. Real life does not ask you to sit under a barbell with 4 plates on each side. Real life asks you to move your body from one level to another safely and efficiently. That is what makes the step up so powerful. It trains each leg separately, which immediately exposes weaknesses that traditional bilateral exercises often hide. Most people think both legs are equally strong, until one leg starts shaking like it is trying to send a distress signal to the rest of the body. Step-ups quickly reveal those imbalances and help fix them. This exercise targets the quadriceps, the glutes, especially the glute maximus and glute medius, and even the calves. In other words, you are getting a huge return from a very simple movement. Better yet, many people find step-ups more knee-friendly than heavy squats because the movement feels natural and controlled. The benefits go far beyond building muscle. Step-ups improve balance, increase functional strength, and make everyday activities easier. Walking, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, and getting up from low positions all become easier when each leg is strong and stable on its own. The setup is simple. Place one foot firmly on a bench or sturdy platform. Lean forward slightly and drive through the heel of the front foot. Focus on lifting yourself with the working leg instead of cheating with the back leg. Once you reach the top, lower yourself slowly and under control. Now for the mistakes. The biggest one is pushing too much with the trailing leg. Another common problem is letting the knee collapse inward. Some people use momentum and bounce their way up instead of creating real strength. Others choose a platform so high it turns the exercise into a circus act. For most people, 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per leg is perfect. Now let's move to exercise number 2, the single leg RDL. This is one of those movements that looks easy until you actually try it. Then suddenly your balance disappears, your foot starts dancing on the floor, and you realize your body has some weaknesses it has been hiding for years. The reason I love the single leg RDL is simple. Most people spend far too much time training the muscles they can see in the mirror, and not enough time training the muscles that actually keep them strong and resilient. The backside of the body is where a lot of real-world strength comes from. If you want better movement, better balance, and healthier joints, you cannot ignore it. This exercise primarily targets the hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and core. That combination makes it one of the best movements for building strength through the entire posterior chain. It is not just about muscle growth. It is about teaching your body how to stabilize, control force, and move efficiently. As we get older, balance becomes increasingly important. A simple loss of balance can lead to falls, injuries, and long recovery periods. The single leg RDL helps train the body to stay stable on one leg while strengthening the hips and protecting the lower back. It also improves athleticism by teaching coordination and body control that carries over into everyday life and sports. To perform the movement, stand on one leg and keep a slight bend in the knee. Push your hips backward while extending the other leg behind you. Keep your spine neutral and your chest proud. As you lower yourself, think about stretching the hamstring of the standing leg. Then return to the starting position by driving the hips forward and squeezing the glutes. There are several mistakes to avoid. The most common is rounding the lower back. Another is allowing the hips to rotate open to one side. Many people rush through the exercise and lose balance because they move too fast. Others never feel the hamstring stretch because they fail to push the hips back properly. For most people, 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions per leg works extremely well for building strength and stability. Now we arrive at the third exercise, and probably the most underrated movement on this entire list, The reverse Nordic curl. Most people have never tried it. Some have never even heard of it. Yet when performed correctly, it can become one of the most effective bodyweight exercises for building strong quadriceps and resilient knees. Think about it for a second. Many people spend years doing squats, leg presses, and lunges, yet still complain that their knees feel weak. The problem is not always a lack of effort. Sometimes it is a lack of the right stimulus. The reverse Nordic curl challenges the quadriceps in a very unique way, while also strengthening important tissues around the knee joint. This exercise primarily targets the quadriceps, hip flexors, and the tendons surrounding the knees. That combination makes it especially valuable for people who want strong legs without relying entirely on heavy external loads. It creates tension through the front of the thighs while teaching the knees to tolerate force more effectively. One of the biggest benefits is improved knee health. Stronger quadriceps help support the knee joint during daily activities. The exercise also improves strength when walking downstairs, which is often more challenging than walking up them. It can enhance performance in squats and lunges while helping reduce the risk of injury over time. The movement itself is simple but demanding. Start by kneeling on a comfortable surface. Keep your body in a straight line from the knees to the shoulders. Slowly lean backward while maintaining that alignment. Lower only as far as you can control. Once you reach your limit, contract the quadriceps and return to the starting position. Now let's talk about mistakes. The most common one is bending at the hips instead of keeping the body straight. Another is arching or rounding the back to compensate for weak quadriceps. Many people try to descend too deeply before they have developed the necessary strength. Others rush through the movement and lose the benefits of controlled tension. For most people, 3 sets of 5 to 10 repetitions is more than enough to build stronger quadriceps and healthier knees over time. So here is the complete minimalist leg routine. No complicated equipment, no endless exercise list, no spending half your day wandering around the gym looking for an available machine. Just 3 highly effective movements that work together to build stronger legs and a more capable body. The routine includes step-ups, single-leg RDLs, and reverse Nordic curls. That is it. 3 exercises. Some people see a short workout and immediately assume it cannot be effective. That is the fitness version of judging a book by its cover. Results come from quality, consistency, and intelligent exercise selection, not from collecting as many exercises as possible like trading cards. The beauty of this routine is how well the movements complement each other. Step-ups develop functional strength, balance, and coordination while training each leg individually. Single-leg RDLs strengthen the entire posterior chain and improve stability through the hips and core. Reverse Nordic curls target the quadriceps and help build stronger, healthier knees. Together, they create a complete lower body training system. For most people, performing this routine 2 to 3 times per week is more than enough. Complete